Hey everyone, this is Fatal Hugger Age Rave, and I'm here with my recap and review of Digimon Ghost Game Anime, season number 1, episode number 51. Now, finally something happened. It wasn't what I was expecting. Like, it's not the biggest thing if you think about it, but then again, at least something happened for me to basically sit down and talk about this particular episode. I still have no idea what the end game is supposed to be when it comes to Digimon Ghost Game. I have no idea who the main villain is. I don't know what type of character arc these little kids are supposed to go through. I have no idea. Anyway, this episode basically focused on this entire thing where people are seeing these ghosts that are headless, and these headless ghosts are walking around asking humans, about where their head is. And yeah, the humans who say that they don't know where their head is, they don't know where the head is, they end up getting they end up getting slashed. Now, at first I was like, wait, is the Digimon anime really going to show these humans without their heads? But no, they just have this red line around their neck, and then their spirit comes out, and then they walk around asking for the head too. But yeah, that's happening, and there's a mystery concerning why particular humans are being targeted, which we'll get to in a bit. Anyway, then we get to see Gamamon getting this package from Hiro's dad. It's a message, and in the morning we get to see Hiro, Kyoshiro, Ruli, and their Digimon getting to listen to the message that Hiro's dad sent. So apparently Hiro's dad is like, you know what, I'm having the time of my life over in the Digimon world, Hiro, even though you're all alone here. Basically, he's alone. He has Gamamon, but still, he needs to have a parent around too. But anyway, it turns out that Hiro's dad has been researching the connection between the kids and their Digimon through their Digivices and the sensor, and he's like, you know what, I have an upgrade for your sensors. I'm not really sure how this particular piece of upgrade is going to work, but give it time, but it's going to do something. And yeah, we get to see Hiro giving Kyoshiro and Ruli the upgrade, and they attach it to their Digivices, and yeah, this particular upgrade does come into play later on in the episode. And you know what, I have to say, it was a bit anticlimactic. I was expecting something epic, but that didn't happen. Maybe down the line. So yeah, we get to see more people getting attacked by these headless ghosts. Then we get to see that Kyoshiro isn't able to figure out the mystery behind the headless ghosts with Hiro and Ruli, because he has this assignment, and he's being put into this very, very expensive hotel so that he can work on a new project. And Jellymon is like, yeah, I want to check out that hotel, but of course Kyoshiro is working and Jellymon is getting bored, and she's like, you know what, I'm gonna go take a swim and whatnot. And she goes, and I'm like, you know what, one of the funniest and weirdest things that continues to be as far as the Digimon Ghost Game Anime is concerned is that these Digimon are okay with leaving these kids all alone. Like, the OG Digimon didn't do that, and yeah, they're like, you know what, fend for yourselves, I'm out. And yeah, these Digimon go away, and our leads get attacked, which is kind of funny and also weird, because again, this is a very, very different way for these Digi-partners basically to act. But anyway, because Kyoshiro is all alone, he gets attacked by the ghosts, and the ghosts ask him where their head is, and he's like, I don't know, and he tries to message Hiro, but before that happens, his neck gets slashed, and yeah, he's in a coma. And then of course, Hiro and Ruli are worried about Kyoshiro, and then we get to see Hiro talk to his friend, and his friend is like, you know what, all of the students that ended up getting attacked, they were part of the history club. However, it's weird that Kyoshiro wasn't part of the history club, but he still got attacked. And Hiro's like, okay, you might be on to something. And he goes to meet with the head of the history club, and yeah, the teacher is like, the history club has nothing to do with what's happening, because again, Kyoshiro wasn't part of this. And then Hiro's like, you know what, sir, there's something about these ghosts occurrences asking about the headless, their head. So do you know what that could be? And then the teacher tells Hiro that it could be from an Irish folklore about the Dalahan or something, if that's how you pronounce it. So a random Digimon was able to witness one of the attacks, and he ends up telling about the attack to Clockman, and of course Clockman brings that random Digimon to Hiro and Ruli, and they're like, you know what, please remember what happened that night. And he's like, yep, the ghost or the attacker was asking about his head. And Ruli is like, she ends up googling, I guess, Dalahan, the Irish folklore thingy. And yeah, Hiro's like, yep, the teacher was talking about that, I have to go and talk to the teacher. teacher. He knows something. He isn't telling me that. And he goes to talk to the teacher, and yeah, we get to see that the reason that Kyoshiro was attacked and the rest of the history club was attacked is because this teacher ended up buying this helmet, and he ends up connecting the dots, and he's like, okay, so I guess all of the students from the group are being attacked because they were the one who ended up seeing the helmet. And Kyoshiro ended up walking into the room because I wanted him to like translate some databases into English, and that's why Kyoshiro got attacked. And he was like, yeah, we have to find the helmet and we have to return it. And for some reason Hiro left the teacher alone, all alone, which I'm like, okay, plot convenience, okay, you gotta keep the plot moving, huh? So with the teacher all alone, he gets attacked, and Hiro and Ruli and everyone hears his screams. And yeah, this is where Hiro ends up showing the helmet to Angoramon, and Angoramon is like, yep, that's the helmet. That helmet belongs to Dark Knightmon, and Dark Knightmon is a very, very powerful Digimon who will do anything to attain his goals. And this is, again, they hear this teacher screams, and they go out, and yeah, we get to see all of his victims walking around headless, asking for the head. And we get to see Dark Knightmon, and Dark Knightmon is like, give me my head, give me back my head. And Hero's like, this is the helmet you're asking for, right? You're looking for, right? And the fact that Hiro is able to pick up a Digimon's helmet just like that, I'm like, oh, okay, Hiro, okay. So Dark Knightmon was like, yeah, that belongs to me, give it back. And Hero's like, not before you change everyone back, my friends and everyone. And Dark Knight was like, okay, I'll do that. And yeah, he changes everyone back. Kyoshiro is up, everyone is up, and he takes the helmet back from Hiro. However, even though Dark Knightmon, as of yet, is okay with not attacking humans, this is where he gets a flashback, and he gets to see what his helmet went through. The helmet got picked up, it got auctioned off, it got sold, and yeah, Dark Knightmon doesn't like that. He's like, no, you disrespected my body, my well-being, and I'm going to make every human pay. So he decides to attack everyone, and yeah, we get a fight between Dark Knightmon versus Battle Gamamon and Simb Angoramon, which of course those two aren't able to fight someone as powerful as Dark Knightmon. And Dark Knightmon is like, I'm going to kill all of you, I'm going to kill all of you. And Gamamon tries to get up. He's like, no, I will protect Hiro. Kaboom! And we get a scene where the kids' Digivices end up shining, and every Digivice shines. Hiro's shines, Ruli's shines, and even Kyoshiro's Digivices shine. And I'm like, okay. So does that mean that we're getting new evolutions in a single episode? But no, it turns out that the shining doesn't necessarily mean anything as of yet. Again, I was expecting something epic. That didn't happen. So the Digivice actually digivolves into a new Digi bracelet, which is called the Digivice VV, the double V, which is basically an actual item you can go ahead and buy, which, you know what, makes sense. It makes sense because, again, the anime is supposed to be selling Digimon merchandise. So yeah, there's this new Digivice bracelet out for you to buy, so go ahead and buy it, kids. And it turns out that because of this new Digivice, the VV, the Digimon are able to go through something called a warp evolution, which ends up skipping the middle evolution part. And yeah, Gamamon is able to digivolve directly into Canon Wisemon, and Canon Wisemon ends up fighting Dark Knightmon, and he also ends up unlocking a new attack called the Nova something. And of course, Canon Wisemon is more powerful than Dark Knightmon, and his attack ends up like breaking a piece of Dark Knightmon's armor, and Dark Knightmon yields, and he's actually quite impressed by Canon Wisemon, and he's like, you know what, you ended up experiencing a whole lot of power because you were fighting to protect someone, and as a knight, that's something that I strive for. And we also get this story about how Dark Knightmon ended up losing his head in the first place. So apparently a gate appeared, Dark Knightmon tried to close that gate, and as the place was closing, the gate closed on his head, and he lost the head. And yeah, Ruli ends up laughing, and Angoramon was like, stop being rude, Ruli, stop being rude. And Ruli ends up giving some tape to Dark Knightmon, which he can use to repair his armor. And I was like, okay, Ruli, okay. And then we get a scene where Kyoshiro doesn't want to listen to him being a ghost and walking around. And because Ruli was very weirded out about how even in ghost form, Kyoshiro's ghost still had that bandage around his head. Again, the mystery behind the bandage. What's that about? So Gamamon is like, okay, so Hero, you have a new Digivice, right? And Hero's like, yep, a new Digivice. Our Digivice has went through evolution, and it's now a VV Digivice, again available at in stores. So yeah, we get a warp evolution, and again, I was expecting something so much better. At least give us a new evolution sequence, right? If this is supposed to be a warp evolution, give it a new animation or something. But anyway, I guess with the kids, Digivices having evolved, now the Digimon can unlock their final forms. So I guess that's what's going to happen after they experience warp evolution. Who knows? Who knows? But anyway, that's it. Something happened, right? Something still happened, even though it was anticlimactic, and I was expecting something better. But I was like, you know what? Might as well talk about it, right? Because it's been a while. It's been a while since I've talked about Digimon Ghost Game, which again, I have no idea what this show is supposed to accomplish. Anyway, let me know what you thought of the episode down in the comment section below. Until next time, stay happy, stay safe, stay blessed. See you guys later. Bye.